UFO disclosure, and King Charles is about to get highly anticipated and crazy. I mean, there's so much going on. I understand that, like the Houston fires and everything, all this stuff is coming out right now, the Hawaii fires, but what I'm about to tell you is basically not being looked at because we had so much information overload come out over the last few days. This was a mulch fire as well that hundreds of firefighters are battling. But before we get into the big information here, where they're going to be using King Charles for this next global huge event that is going to be so critical to what's coming. Before we do that though, there's been a media blackout, and I'm pretty sure you haven't heard of this event right here in Oregon. So check this out.
There, look at that smoke. It could be some horrendous toxic stuff that we're going to be breathing.
Just now, here in Oregon, Portland, just outside of Portland, Oregon, something came streaking across the sky right through here, and it landed over here in this black smoke over here that you can see right here. I don't know what this is, or where it's from, or what's going on, but what I can tell you is that this something came out of the sky, landed over here, and now you have hazmat crew vans coming in over here.
Did any of you in the comment sections right now hear about this event in Oregon? It's literally been a media blackout, and it said that they're on the scene for 24 hours and they haven't said anything, hazmat crews and everything else, meaning that whatever happened there is something highly classified, and once they do drop the story, they're going to say, well, we can't really tell you the truth about it because we're going to tell you a lie, and that's just how it comes out. Somebody says nope. Okay, so we need to confirm more about their report. Lucien Moon, which was the guy in the video, he's like some type of artist, he put the video out. And so what is the big information here? They're coming out with a lot of crazy stuff recently. Just in the highest report, King Charles urged to push UK government for UFO disclosure ahead of extraterrestrial contact. So that's not even the biggest thing they're saying in this story. And then the guy who came out and found the alien artifacts, he just said, oh, well, it's going to be like, God once we get contact with them. But listen to the even higher thing they said about King Charles. King Charles called on to release the truth on UFOs to prepare religious for impact. This is the game Blue Beam Operation, the playbook, literally. And so we're going to call on King Charles, the reptile child, to get out there and give you this disclosure. Now I'm going to read to you what they're saying. They're saying, look on screen right here and you'll see exactly what they're saying here. The king, his late father, Prince Philip, blah, 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 they have interest in UFOs. Lee urged and argued that Charles, the head of the Church of England, has a duty to pretty much prepare the millions of his followers of the church around the world for the impact of the disclosure that we are not only sentient life in the universe. So what they're essentially saying here is he need to get all his followers prepared for this, because they're preparing us for this next move in this blue beam operation. So in the next coming days, next coming weeks and months, they're going to be getting ready to release more of this information. We're going to move further here into what they're saying though. They got this film coming out and it says it's God versus aliens, and so they're pushing that too, obviously behind all of this big scenario upcoming. Now you need to hear what this professor said. We're going to get back into what King Charles and what they're saying more about that, but this is all coming out in the same week. So check this out. This Harvard scientist who found the little alien artifacts, he says, physicists searching for UFO evidence says humanity will view alien intelligence like God, August 14, 2023. So this is Avi Loeb. And so Mr. Avi Loeb is playing the blue beam operation playbook right in your face. And actually I'm going to play the clip of him saying that. In this clip right here, a lot of people has passed up. So let's play this right here.
Humanity is split. We decided to split the land on this rock that we were born on into nations, and we get our pride from conquering a piece of land or competing with other nations. That makes little sense in the big scheme of things, and from finding any relics from them, because it's just like going to archaeological digs and finding relics of cultures that used to exist on Earth and died by now. A very advanced scientific civilization is a good approximation to God, because just imagine a cave dweller visiting New York City and seeing all the gadgets in technology, in terms of the lights, appearing as a miracle to the cave dweller. And so a more a higher level of intelligence may not be easily understandable to us.
So it's going to be like a god. Somebody need to slap the lemon gumballs out of this man. So you know what he just said? He said something straight out of Scientific American. Look at what it says right there. Advanced extraterrestrials as an approximation to God. He literally just said exactly what they said. So that's how you know he's a puppeteer of the puppeteers. So what more do they need to do though? Prince Charles, not Prince, but King Charles. Check this out, because this is a global impact. I'm calling on our king to put pressure on the Prime Minister Rishi Sunak to release the truth about what the UK knows about UFOs to the public. He said, according to the UK Mirror, they also need to put pressure on US government and other governments worldwide. This is not just something that affects the US, but a worldwide phenomenon. So this is freaking huge. The fact that they're coming out and saying this is the next ramp up of the Blue Beam operation. Now, and you gotta remember though, they said, hey, we're gonna have this ship. We got this giant ship, and I know the command base and everything else for the Project Blue Beam and stuff. I'm gonna get you to that too, so don't fall off the video because you need to fall into it, because we got deeper information. But they said they had this ship. This scientist said, we got this ship so we can, extricate humans. We're gonna extricate the potato sockets out of your biscuits. But basically, let's move into that right now. He said this right here. Space arcs buried under Earth to extricate humans, and it says they're ready to transport people in the time of global catastrophe. So in the time of global catastrophe, what are we having right now? Fires everywhere, all this stuff happening. 2024 when the event hits, but the scientists were saying, this could be that they activate these ships and they come out with these ships. They get King Charles to come out and, oh yeah, everybody, don't worry. The aliens will love you, just be calm. And this is not to make a religious fight happen between the comment section. We need to look at what the comment enemy is doing right now and understand where this is all going. So this should be the piece of the puzzle that really aligns up for a lot of the picture. So look into this next part, the command base for this so-called hostile war that basically the military already know that they're a part of this hostile war. They actually say China as well. Alien wars, new classified space fighting center, ready to fight hostile extraterrestrials as well as adversaries China and Russia. This article ties into the picture, and what I'm about to do is I'm going to play in the background the command center right here, which is in Colorado. Okay, so this is in Colorado where they'll be operating some of their highly advanced UFO alien psyops on the public. You seeing this right here, and so they Space Command is with this, the U.S. Space Force, Air Force, all that stuff. So again, these centers will be largely the top priority for the expansionism during these events. So it'll be strange events happening in Colorado, obviously, just because of the alignment of this. Let's read a little bit more about it. Goes in to say 100 million classified space warfighting center will protect the U.S. if the world encounters hostile aliens. And you notice how they add China and Russia into it, so it makes you think like, oh, what do you mean? Is there going to be like a global military war against each other when they're all pretending like aliens are invading? And a lot of people keep saying like, oh, you believe in aliens and stuff like that? Aliens are biohybrids. They're robots pretty much, and then the demons obviously are in the flesh. So to me, that's what I look at it as now. Moving into it, even if the setup was a planned war fighting against conventional adversaries like China and Russia, if we did ever encounter hostile extraterrestrials, it would doubtlessly play a key role in planetary defense. The U.S. Sun reported active duty war zone service members and Air Force has fired at UFOs. And so, again, they keep coming out and saying that over and over again. So what are we looking for? We're looking for in the next coming weeks, King Charles gets up here and then publicly announces how he wants basically the world to prepare for this alien invasion, but in a religious way, because they want you to accept the blue beam operation. And I'm pretty sure they'll write this new world order religion Bible and stuff like that. That's in a lot of predictive programming. But we got to remember how deep this really goes here. The deeper aspect of all this is going to go into the video I put out just yesterday. It's going to be on this side of the video. You need to get this out, and please spread this far and wide. This should be the main topic here, because they're about to hit the world with a lot of events. And if you don't share this to your family members, your friends right now, email, you put it on the website, you just get it everywhere possible, then most people won't see it coming. Because this is the time, right, where we're awakening into this new age and this new hour. And how many of you have experienced lots of events where you feel like you're under attack by maybe some demonic beings or forces, but you know you overcame those events because of the power within you? Because the fear tactic they're bringing right now is the biggest deception of Project Bluebeam. And the biggest deception is when they're flashing the light. Oh, the lights, oh my God, they're red lights. And the people are freaking out. Oh my God, what's that? So that's an energy harvest, and we can't be a part of that, especially if we obviously see what the adversary is doing. So here is the larger part of the portion of this event. Like I said, the next video, which yesterday I put out, didn't get much traction. Please share this one out, get it far and wide. This is super critical to the spiritual aspects of society, not to fight between this whole division they want us to fight, but to line up against the common